All right, I'm going to go over a few problems also from the page 6 side that deals with the power property. So let's start here with number 5. Now, some very, very common errors that you guys end up making over the years is we tend to want to make a mistake with the base values. We want to take this -3, and we hear Mr. Malone saying, "Well, you got to multiply." Well, we multiply exponents. This -3 is not an exponent. So, reminder. That has an exponent of 1. So this is power of a product. I'm going to multiply. So for the -3, and make sure you put it in parentheses, 1 times 3 is 3. And the reason why we put those negatives in parentheses is because by order of operations, it would change our answer. When you're typing that into your calculator, you also need to put it in parentheses. For the a, that is a to the first. 1 times 3 is 3. And for the b, 4 times 3 is 12. The only thing I then have to do is go ahead and multiply that out. So I got to think here. -3 times -3 times -3. That's what we're doing. -3 times -3 is 9. 9 times -3 is -27. And that would be our answer. The next one I want to go ahead and look at is number 10. Now, just because we have some power of a power and some power of a product in this particular section, it doesn't mean it's always there. So you got to pay careful attention. Here's the first parenthesis, and on that parenthesis, there's nothing here. So this first parenthesis is done. Now, I like to rewrite it. So I have 2a to the third b squared. Didn't do anything with it. And then my other one, this one I have the power of a power. So I need to remember I'm going to multiply those exponents. So for that b, 3 times 2 is 6. Then I go ahead and I'm going to do multiplication like we were doing on the other side. So can organize. 2 is my only number. If you want to say 2 times 1, that's fine. A, that's the only a. That a to the third is the only one of its kind. And then the b's. We have b squared times b to the 6. Now remember, when I'm multiplying b's, I have to add their exponents. So 1 at a time, 2 times 1 is 2. A to the third. And for my b's, when I add those exponents, 2 plus 6, that becomes b to the 8th power. Last one that I want to go ahead and go over with you guys is number 15, because this one is a little bit larger than the other ones. So let's go ahead and let's start here. So for this first one, yes, I have the power property, power of a product, okay, because this 3 is on the outside. So every single one of these exponents are going to get multiplied by that 3. Now, reminder, the 2 is not an exponent. I have to make it 2 to the first power. Okay, so for the base 2, 1 times 3 is 3. For the base x, 3 times 3 is 9. For the base y, 2 times 3 is 6. And for the base z, 2 times 3 is 6. So that part's done. Now I'm on to the second parenthesis here. And this one is also power of a product. Okay, I have that 4 on the outside. So reminder, I'm multiplying all of these exponents by that 4. So for that x, 2 times 4 is 8. And I cannot forget this z has an exponent of 1. So 1 times 4 is 4. Now I am left with my multiplication problem. So all of these are multiplied together. So let's organize like we've been doing. So my only base that is a number is this 2 to the third. So I have my 2 to the third. My x's, I have x to the 9th and x to the 8th that are going to be multiplied together. I only have the 1y, the y to the 6, and then my z's, I have z to the 6th and z to the 4th. So let's go ahead and take care of these one at a time. 2 to the 3rd power, that would be 8. My x's are multiplied. That means I'm going to add their exponents. So it's going to be x to the 17th, y to the 6th. That's the only y there. And then my z's are also multiplied together. So I'm going to add their exponents. 6 plus 4 is 10. So there's a few of them. Hopefully that helps as you try to get done with the rest of these problems from the worksheet. You guys have a great day.